At Berwick Royal Oak, life doesn't slow down, it gets richer. Your world becomes bigger, your days more meaningful, and genuine care isn't just promised, it's lived every single day. Meet Al Prentice, a Berwick Royal Oak resident who believes the best adventures are meant to be shared. With stunning photography, fascinating stories, and his own unique flair for presentation, Al transforms every travel tale into an unforgettable journey for his neighbors.
Because people here are interested in those things, and it gives me an opportunity to give back some of the things we've enjoyed over our travel lifetime.
Then there's Bob, who discovered that the best collaborations happen across generations.
For the past year, our granddaughter and I have been taking discussion groups each month, and we've looked at the decades from 1930s right till today.
For Bob, the theater's become one of the most valuable assets of living at Berwick Royal Oak. Having access to a real theater designed for multiple activities, from movies and presentations to music, plays, and even variety shows, has brought an incredible sense of community and connection to his daily life.
The most memorable presentation is the decade of the 1950s. It was a huge variety of musical genres that suddenly emerged in the 50s, and so we played a lot of music in that discussion session, and suddenly everybody was singing the songs and rocking and rolling around and having a great time.
Well, the theater has given Bob a place to share his love of the stage, public speaking, and storytelling. He loves everything about living at Berwick, but what he treasures most are the relationships and the people who become like family.
I think living at Berwick is one of the most enjoyable things is to connect with other residents. And when we lived together, my wife and I, we would go out to meet people or have people come in. But you just walk down a hall in Berwick and there's somebody who wants to chat about something. And dinner, breakfast and lunch go on for ages because the tables are round, they're numbered for 5, and everybody wants to be part of the conversation. So I think it's a very important and vital part of living in Berwick, in that you are in a large community of interesting people who have varied backgrounds and are happy to tell you about themselves.
And then there's Donna, who proved that the best friendships can be built over a good hand of cards.
I started because the very first week I was sitting here with a fellow at the table, and I said, "What activities do you do?" And he said he plays poker, and I said, "Oh, I used to play poker, years ago." And he said, "Would you like to play?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" I bet you there are women other than me that would love to play. So I went up to Active Living and said, "I'd like to teach a class. Do you think it would go?" And they said, "Well, let's put it on the calendar and see." And 14 women signed up to start. And I taught them for a couple of months before we actually played with money. We played with chips, but not with money. But the very first lesson, I said, "We're here to have fun."
Donna's poker group got so popular that they had to break down and invite the men. Suddenly, they found themselves facing their biggest challenge yet, coming up with a new name.
It's called Chicks with Chips. Now we have to change it because it's Chicks with Chips and Chunks. No, not chunks, hunks.
Chicks with Chips has evolved into so much more than a simple game of cards. It's become a true community where deep friendships have flourished, where laughter echoes around the table, and where stories are shared that connect hearts and build lasting bonds.
They've become my best friends, and we are in many groups together, and that's sensational.
Berwick Royal Oak is a community that believes your best years aren't behind you, they're happening right now. It's a place where residents are celebrated for who they are, stories are honored, passions are nurtured and friendships are treasured. Because this isn't just where life continues, it's where life flourishes.